Good afternoon. My name is Mark Eberhard. I am the Student Council Advisor at St. Clair High School. This video is to talk about why should I join Student Council. So bear with me for 15 seconds while I bring up a quick PowerPoint. So we're talking about the 2020-2021 Student Council. Applications are open as of April 24th, and all applications must be completed and turned in by 11:59 p.m. on May 8th. Everything you need to know, all the forms, videos, you name it, it's all going to be available at our website at www.saintscouncil.com. That's www.saintscouncil.com. So why get involved in Student Council? What you're looking at is the Student Council mission statement. The mission statement sort of states what our purpose is. What are we supposed to be trying to accomplish? In other words, why do we exist as an organization? First, in no particular order, but one of our mission statements is to create a positive environment at St. Clair High School that encourages students' well-being and enhances their opportunities to grow and learn. Research consistently shows that if students feel connected to their school, their academic performances increase. St. Clair Student Council is a big part of creating that positive environment by creating multiple student events, multiple opportunities for students to connect, multiple opportunities to build that family relationship. Second part of our mission statement is to foster and create unity within the student body. Focus on what we have in common, focus on what we achieve together. Our third mission statement bullet says promote student involvement both within the school and in the local community. We have a very strong tradition of community service. To facilitate effective two-way communication between administration and students, between staff and students, and between students themselves. Two-way communication means we are talking with each other, not at each other, which is a big part of what we call our student forum program. And last but not least, our mission statement is also to promote the development of student leadership skills. If you are part of our organization, we feel it's our responsibility to help you develop and strengthen your leadership skills. Here's a few pieces of information about St. Clair High Student Council. We do sponsor over 50 different student events and activities throughout the school year. Most of the major social events, major spirit events, a lot of the events that really mark your time in high school and create many of the highlights and memories that you have in high school. Homecoming, Winterfest, prom, spirit assemblies, spirit weeks, all types of different types of events that we sponsor. We are the largest organization at St. Clair High School with over 100 members. We are committed to helping you develop your leadership skills. We don't believe leaders are born naturally. All individuals are capable of being good leaders, and that requires building a certain set of skills, such as problem solving, project planning, communication, evaluation, time management, conflict resolution, and many more. We are committed to helping you develop those skills and becoming better leaders by the time you graduate from St. Clair High School. We also feel that it's our role to provide a strong voice and platform for students to have a significant input into their school culture. Our administration takes what Student Council has to say very seriously and is very active in allowing students to have a say in what happens at St. Clair High School. The other bullets are sort of a couple bragging points, things that we have been recognized for. So it's not just me telling you that we have a good student program in leadership, but at a state and national level, we are recognized for having a very strong and very well-developed student leadership program. Part of that is the two organizations we're involved in. You'll see listed MASC, which is the Michigan Association of Student Councils, which is our state organization, and NASC, our National Association of Student Councils. This is St. Clair High School with an active student council. This is just a representative sample of the many different things that Student Council puts on at St. Clair High School to help build connections, to help create a positive climate and culture, to help make our school a place that students want to be. Just leaving it there for a moment so you can take a look at many of the things that we try to do. Well, to have a student council, you need students. You need students who are willing to put in the time, the effort, and the energy to make these things happen. Here's what St. Clair High School would look like if we didn't have those students and if we didn't have a student council. Not much going on, not a lot to do. And this current times with social distancing and the pandemic going on, I think a lot of our students are realizing that maybe we've been taking some of these events for granted. Maybe we have underappreciated what we've had the opportunity to do. I think we are now realizing the importance of building student connections, having a chance to interact with each other, having a chance to build that family atmosphere is very important to a school. The key, though, is a strong student leadership program. A strong student leadership program will often result in positive school climate. The principal is important, but he or she can only do so much. The staff, the teachers are certainly important, but as a group, they can only do so much. There's a third key partner in there. That's the student. The student is critical to having a strong student leadership program. Again, you have to have students who are willing to step up. You have to have students who are willing to put in the effort. You have to have students who are willing to put in the hard work. Fortunately, for many years, we have been lucky to have those students. But you can't take that for granted. Every year is a new year, and every year you need to find those new student leaders. So we're only capable of offering events and activities that we have students willing to create and support. If you don't have students, you can't have a student council. And without a strong student council, we can't create the 50+ events that we just listed a few moments ago. You can't continue the strong traditions at St. Clair High School. They simply would cease to exist. Along with student leaders, you need a strong student body. You need a student body that's willing to actively participate in events and actively engage in what's happening in our school. Again, without either one of those components, the many events that we have a long tradition presenting just simply won't exist. So if we want to see the many positive things happen at St. Clair High School continue, it's time for next year's students in 2020, 2021 to step up. With students willing to step up, with students willing to take on the leadership, with students willing to put in the effort and the time, we're capable of creating all these events you see listed on the left-hand side. One of the things that I also want to reinforce is we are actively involved in both our state and national organization. You see the logos for National Association of Student Councils and the logo for Michigan Association of Student Councils, which we participate in a lot of their regional state conferences, summer camps, many opportunities to learn and develop your leadership skills. So be the difference, get involved, become a member of the 2020-21 Student Council. There's 3 different levels of involvement. There's the leadership team, there's the new student senate, and there is the student representatives. There's a second video posted that will explain to you the time commitment and differences between those 3 positions. So again, applications are open, saintscouncil.com, and all applications are due Friday, May 8th. Please consider jumping on board and being a part of continuing a strong tradition of student leadership and a strong tradition of student activities at St. Clair High School so we can continue to create that positive school culture that we've had for so long. Thank you for your time. We look forward to receiving your application. Enjoy the rest of your day.